everybody. Welcome back to Founders Friday. I'm super excited. Yay, girl. You're finally on.
Finally. She's been chasing me down and I've been trying to get away and she caught me today.
Well, I love all my friends because whenever you're an entrepreneur, it really is, it's hard to plan, right?
It is.
So thank you for coming on.
Of course.
And I just adore
Anything
you.
for you.
I mean, yes, I just adore you. You're like super smart, like a little go-getter, and like anybody that's a go-getter and like knows how to get the job done. And if you could sell me, you must be good at what you do.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So I've been in the technology space since I was 20 years old. And so I've been doing it for 30 years. I started in the telecom industry for about 10 years. And then I sold software and hardware after that. And I started going into the payroll process, well, the credit card processing and payroll. And got into the point of sale systems, and it just got, the point of sale systems has actually just scaled where it's doing so much for businesses today. And so
it really is like a business in a box.
It is business.
I literally hired her, and I obviously go to lunch with a lot of my friends are entrepreneurs. I struggle all the time leading my staff, growing my team, inventory management that matches what my bookkeepers say is always really hard, especially for any business owner. You want to have that business plan and you want to really have everything on paper. So me bringing in your system not only helped my bookkeepers happy, but also my staff got motivated just by a cash register, girl.
Yes. And it's done even just, there's some other elements in the POS system that you're not even still utilizing that you can actually get into, which is going to start with like customer engagement and loyalty rewards programs. And that's driven by artificial intelligence. And in addition to that,
is it going to attract people? What about my mobile? I see you have your little mobile device here.
Yes. So this is the Genius product. This just got launched last year by a company called Global Pay, and it's called Genius. And it's one of the top. It's a very unique point of sale system. There's nothing else on the market like it right now. Most point of sales systems out there are like closed platforms where you can't actually integrate with it. And with this Genius product, it's going to actually allow you to integrate with with your suppliers. So you can take out like the human error element because it's going to be using artificial intelligence. And it's gotten to the point, it's gotten down to a science where actually restaurants can actually put their recipes in.
Oh, wow.
And they can actually let you know what items you're running low on. It can actually also help with menu pricing. And so that way get your...
ChatGPT has just made everything explode.
Yes.
And now there's like another forum as well that's not ChatGPT, but it's something else that's supposed to be more powerful.
Yeah, it's just, the technology is changing dramatically. And so this Genius product is really hot right now. So I think I just sold about 7 restaurants in the last 4 weeks.
So it's more like restaurant driven.
Well, it does retail as well.
Okay.
But I've been just focusing lately myself on restaurant.
And then you also do IT, which I know how important it is to secure yourself. I mean, it's crazy, you guys. So many smaller companies scale so high. And that's where, really to talk about when and where to scale. And then again, to have friends like you that we could really talk about just the struggles is really where I just appreciate all your feedback. So I was debating whether or not to get IT, and I still go back and forth on it because it's a lot, but it is important to have IT.
So because I saw...
Monitor your emails.
Yes, monitor your emails, but also you want to have like security and things like that. And where I come in is in the consulting side is, of course, I sell the hardware, but there's going to be other things in the back office that you're going to need. So maybe your internet's slow. Maybe you're on a cable coax and you need to move up to fiber. Maybe you're going to need IT support.
But I mean, seriously, everyone should not be on a coax. You need fiber, right?
Well, depending on the size of your business. Coax is a wonderful product for small businesses, but there are some offices that have, medical offices, they have large files and they need to, upgrade to a fiber network. And so I'm able to help and assist in those areas as well.
I love it. Well, I have 5 different payment systems. You know that. And every single time that I was using Stripe, it would always go down. Clover has not gone down, just let you know.
That's good.
So that's where I always kind of like to pick and choose and still have a backup system. But I'm really heavily supportive over Clover. So
Yeah, Clover.
if you're into this more than Clover, I can only imagine what it's doing.
Well, not every. So what I do is I do consulting. So for the Clover, for her spa, I thought it was going to be a perfect fit. But for like restaurants and larger retail, then I would actually recommend the Genius product. So I'm not married to just one company. I make sure that I'm going to put you with the right fit.
Yes, I love that. So, what is your biggest struggle in business? That's a tough question.
That is
it
a
changes
tough
all
question.
the time,
Like,
right?
where do I start? Oh my God, how long do we have? So I think the biggest struggle right now is people don't like change. They think that their system is they get comfortable with the system that they're in, and they're just not really fully aware about artificial intelligence. And it's it's a term or a word that people don't really understand.
Well, I think it scares people because think about it. Like in the 90s, everyone that had a website, they were making so much money. But I feel like AI and technology, it really helps the business owner.
It does.
Right.
And it's just going to it's just going to save people a lot of time, and it's going to, where they're actually able to focus on their customers and then scaling up.
But it is a struggle. And that's where I think it's always good to like educate people on how important it is to have training and really a whole resystem boot. Because
Right.
if you're not monitoring the way that you're
Right.
changing the systems as a business owner, it's difficult.
Yes, and so this is another thing where I come into play is we do offer white glove service. So with that being said, is I have very smart engineers that are going to actually transfer the data over from the old network into the new. And they're going to stay, they stay 2 to 3 days after install. So that way, if there's any, loose ends, which there's always going to be little bumps in the road, but they're going to be there to resolve and fix any problems.
So speaking of bumps in the road, what has been your biggest hurdle managing your team and sales team and everything like that?
I don't think it's going to be really not so much on my side because I have the confidence in the sales engineers and the people.
That's why you're my friend, girl. She's like, it's not on my side.
It's not on my side. It really isn't. It's actually going to be in the sales process and getting people to open their minds.
How are you doing with the younger generation, though? Like the younger kids that you have to basically work with and train and get them excited. How do you hold them accountable?
I think the younger generation is actually easier for me to sell to than it is the older. So like my age group, the Gen X, they're afraid of artificial intelligence. They're afraid of the loyalty rewards programs, but they don't realize that when you start utilizing these products, they can see an increase to their bottom line by almost 30%. So these are like big, and these are like huge jumps in revenue that they can achieve by, keeping an open mind about, some of the new technologies that are now out on the market.
Well, it still amazes me on how much Amazon has scaled. And I know as a business owner, I mean, even sometimes on Amazon, the paper is cheaper than Costco. And I'm like, what is going on with this? So it's really scary how technology and actually having these processes can make you a ton of money versus not changing.
That's right. So, but I do enjoy younger people because actually when I do talk about artificial intelligence to some of the younger people that are running the businesses, they get excited about it.
Yeah.
And it's like the older people that I have to kind of
have
to do the back and forth with. But
so you done any Fiesta?
I am going to be doing Fiesta tonight.
Oh, okay. It's almost to the end. I'm kind of happy about it. Well, actually, I'm not happy about it because I didn't do any Fiesta because I busted my kneecap open. So
She showed me her wound. I was
Yeah,
like,
it's
"Ugh."
it's so bad. And I did not notice how bad your skin is, like whenever it's open. Like it's really sensitive. I'm like a
Well,
big
it's
baby.
just like laying down and like a blanket touching it or whatever. It's
Oh
like,
my
and the wound that you
gosh.
have, you can't really cover it. You have to have it
I
like,
love the taste of the north side. I missed that this week. Luckily, I didn't really miss too much because I think it was like finally it was raining the last couple of weeks and
and we needed the rain.
we did.
I was so happy to see rain.
I was just kind of like over it after the second week. I was just kind of like, but I do have a property out there in Lake Medina, and I always am like with my husband, like, okay, if the water goes up, we're gonna make a lot of money. And I'm like, okay, it's
Well,
still
people would
empty.
stop moving here. That's like the thing is like there's like I go down 35 on the way to San Marcos or Austin, and I see all these, you know,
So what do you
apartment
think about all the
complexes.
water? All the water is just disappearing. So we did need that rain. Thank you, Jesus.
Yeah, I think we need to say no to some of the building permits. I don't know.
Oh God, I know that's another topic.
That's another segment.
So anyway, so on Hot Topics, have you heard about what happened in Coachella? Or do you even know what Coachella Fest is?
I did. I saw the Coachella and I
Okay.
saw Madonna. She did a
Oh,
cameo.
yes, which was crazy because I saw a little Sabrina Carpenter and I was like, oh my God,
I love
she's
Sabrina.
so hot. I was like, she lost so much weight. And I was like, who's that lady next to her? And I mean, in all fairness, but Madonna did not look bad, but it didn't look like Madonna.
Well,
It's like the melted
how old is
version
she
of
now?
her. No, hey, I am all for it. But I was like, who is that lady? And they were like, I don't know. I kind of like when people age gracefully
she
because
needs
she
to go
didn't
to your
look-
spa.
I
She
mean,
went to the wrong spa.
I just think that people should do more regenerative, not so much plastic surgery. Now she looks great. I'm not saying that she looked bad, but I just didn't recognize her. But Sabrina looked amazing.
No,
so then Madonna looked great too. But it just didn't look like her.
But it was
And the whole
it was,
Epstein file stuff, I'm like, oh God, what's going on?
I'm over
here?
the Epstein files. I think it's fake news. I mean, I think it's not totally fake news, but I think their list has been long gone.
I don't know. I'm still like confused on the whole baby eating thing.
Well, this like went off into another.
But anyway, so there was also Justin Bieber that everybody was like all about, which
Well,
I like him.
I really
think that
think-
he's really matured.
Well, what I like about it is that there's a lot of male victims of sexual abuse, and they don't get a lot of attention. And I think Bieber kind of broke the ceiling and making it more aware that there are, a lot of men that are suffering from these kind of things that happen, and they have nowhere to talk about it. And so when he speaks from the heart, I think that's really amazing that people have,
Been
empathized
so
and
supportive.
supportive.
Yes, I love that because it's really horrible, like what he went through, and just it's a lot. But I did like the Coachella Fest. I'm glad that Burning Man is out of our systems now, right?
That's right.
We're getting older and wiser and learning more about AI.
The camera guy's like, I think he's zoning out for him.
But anyways, I think the biggest thing is that I always want to end the show with just mainly talking about like what your goals are in the future. And I mean, I have so much respect for you in business
Thank
and
you.
everything, and you're just
And you've
such a
been-
boss, babe.
Thank you.
And
And you've been so supportive and positive,
I love
and
that.
I really appreciate that.
So, what's your goal the next 6 months? That's a big question. Everyone should be asking the same thing.
So I want to knock it out of the park with this new Genius product. I want to increase the market share here in the San Antonio area. I think San Antonio is a little bit lags around behind Austin and Dallas in technology, and this is where I come into play, is to actually introduce amazing products like this to the San Antonio market. And if you are looking to scale up, if you're looking to just even learn more about artificial intelligence, please give me a call.
And where do they find you at?
My company name is called Mix Technologies with an S, and my phone number is 210-265-7600.
All right. Well, you guys heard it. We need to talk more about the whole Ivanka coming out with all those big robots.
I
Did
don't
you
know.
not see her?
I didn't see that.
Yeah, she was like all these robots. Well, there's only two. I shouldn't say all. There was two robots in the White House. And then she
Really?
came out looking like a little boss babe. Yeah, and they were like just talking about how important technology is and everything.
It really
So-
is. Yes, you need to jump
And
on.
I mean, like you could literally buy a robot. Just to let you guys know to fold laundry. I mean,
Oh,
like,
yeah, I
it's
think
very interesting.
I need to
And
sell
massage
enough of
you.
these to
Yes.
get one of those robots.
By the way, what did you think about the Ivanka video movie?
Oh, I loved it.
I did. I thought that she's completely
very classy.
just like the epitome of like a classy boss babe.
Yeah, I think she's gorgeous. And I just kind of was like, I was like kind of a victim. Well, not victim, but I was like, just wearing like yoga stuff and to my appointments and things like that.
And then you're like,
and now
I need to dress up.
I need to dress up. I need to take it
If
up
you
a
have
notch.
not watched the Ivanka Trump movie, you need to watch it just to see how well she dresses.
Yes, I wish everything was tailored, right?
Yes.
Everything she puts on fits perfectly.
I loved it. Well, cheers, girl. Thank you so much for coming on.
Thank you for having me.
And cheers to Founders
Cheers.
Friday.